This is just the worst. Like, why do you have to make this so difficult? This is solos. I'm just looking for that me and you time. I'm trying to be exclusive with the one-on-one fights. Why you have me choosing where I aim the RPG I'm using? That is the same reason why my girl be upstairs watching movies. Both decide to duel me, that's a love triangle. Both want equal time, that's a love triangle. You both have me on your minds, that's a love triangle. Alright, well, let's blast you guys with some rockets. Oh, do we still have the music up? Alright, there we go. So we're just going to get started on what this episode is going to be about. And as you guys have probably noticed, it's the love triangle episode. And I'm sure you guys have gone into this scenario if you've played solos. You're kind of getting to the end, and now there is this three-way love triangle between you and these two other guys. And how you approach it, well, it depends on how you want to do it. If you're a tough guy, you can take them both on. If you want to be a little bit smarter, maybe they'll kill each other. How do you prevent them from ganging up on you? I find that if you make a big fort and you look like a big threat, as in you make a big fort and you're throwing rockets, people are not going to like you. They're going to see you as probably the bigger threat, so they're going to team up to get you. And I don't blame them. I would do the same. Rockets by somebody who seems to have a lot of materials, you definitely want to get them out of the game. And that is exactly what I have. I have a lot of materials. I even have a golden scar. I got mini potions. I got med kits. I think I got it all. Don't quite have the positioning advantage just yet, but I have enough materials in order to take it. I'm going to just wait and see what they're up to. This guy's actually pretty smart. He's jumped out of the way of the rocket quite a few times. Good players know they can just block it. That's the funny thing about guided rockets as well. You see them coming, they're slow. You can try to conceal them by making it go really high up into the sky. There's really no reason you can't block it, and even if they do put it into the sky, it shouldn't take you that long to make a little box around yourself. It really depends on where you're at, but unless it completely surprises you, you should be able to dodge rockets. They're loud, they're slow, and you can see them coming. Yeah, you can see the storm coming too, but apparently that'll get you every so often. So right now what I'm really trying to pay attention is where are these two guys, and right now they're actually fighting each other. This is a good time for me to just reload, maybe even get some health. Yeah, that seems like a pretty good idea. They're actually fighting each other. They've forgotten about me for a bit, so I'm going to take this time and get myself all healed up. Which guy died? I'm pretty sure the guy to my right died, so I'm going to go ahead and just start blasting this barrier and pretty much try to finish this game. I have a really good position as well. There's really no reason for me to lose this. If anything, I need to just make sure that my wall stays up, and then I should just be able to pepper him once he runs out of ammo. Trying to do the run up to people when they have the elevation advantage. The only way to do it is you got to be really quick at building ramps and building walls, and then you got to obviously try to protect your body as much as possible. But it's hard when somebody already has their positioning on you. So one of the things that we're going to cover in the next game is trying to keep the optimal positioning in a 3-on-3 fight, which is typically high ground, obviously, but again, that has that thing where other people may decide that they want to kill you because they see that you have such a strong footing in the game. I thought you guys may want to see the stats. Nothing particularly impressive here. Barely any headshots, damage, not that much, but did manage to pull the victory off. This is something I just recently did, so I was pretty excited, thought I'd share it with you. I actually finished the obstacle course, but I was kind of disappointed because there was no timer. I'm trying to do it obviously when there's only like, what, 15 seconds? I'm not too sure how long it takes to do the whole course. But the point is that you're not allowed to go backwards. You can't set up on the tires. You got to just do it in one continuous motion. And I finally happened to do it, so I was super pumped about this. I've been trying to do this since the game came out. I end up celebrating so long that the sun literally goes down in game. That's actually a really cool feature as you're playing, how it does become nighttime, or it never becomes fully nighttime, more like dusk. This is about as dark as it's gonna get. I actually feel cheated by completing the obstacle course without the timer. I didn't notice at the time of my first completion. I only noticed on the playback that there was no timer. So that is sad. Anyways, this is the second game, and we are back in the exact same position. This is the love triangle, and I don't know what I got hit with. It looked like he threw something. I don't know if it was an impact grenade, but whatever it was, it absolutely destroyed my health and shields, but I do have enough to heal one more time. Now, this is something you may or may not want to do. Rebuild your wall doesn't always help because it just lets people know that you're in the fort. You're going to see how I try to take advantage of my positioning in the fort to try to not get as much attention towards myself. As soon as I rebuilt the wall, he was able to see, so he is keeping an eye on what I'm doing right now. But who knows what his ammo situation is, eh? That's what you kind of have to play to. If I have a lot of materials, I'm hoping that they're going to waste all their bullets on them. but it is also the end game, so there's a good chance that they actually have a lot of materials, so don't always count on them just running out of bullets or materials. But obviously if you have a lot of them, then just assume that you have more than them and start playing to that. You can see now I'm behind my base, so I have an extra layer of protection between me and the other guy off to my left. I still have the fight going on to my right. See, so as he busts this down, he's going to see, like, is this even really worth the work for him? Maybe, maybe not. Because he is giving away his position. That's the thing. Every time that you have this 3-on-3 fight, it's always a matter of trying to catch the two people fighting by surprise. Maybe you can kill one of them. If they're just going to be fighting between the two of them, just leave them be. I don't see why not. But if you see a really easy kill, you might as well take it. If you also notice that somebody's a little bit more of a threat, we have a John Wick here. We haven't seen him yet because he's in the shadows doing his assassin thing. But when we do get to see him, I start finding out that he seems to be the better player, and he almost kills me a couple of times. And he takes advantage of the times when I'm busy with the other guy, and that's exactly what I would do. The second time around, I was way more on top of it. I'm like, I've been shooting at this guy for a while. I paid attention, and I could hear him. And you can actually hear him the whole time. But in the heat of battle, you really lose track of all these sounds. Like, this guy snuck up on me, like, out of nowhere. Luckily, he ends up misplacing his footing and ends up getting thrown off the fort. At this point, he has to be worried about the other guy possibly shooting at him. I'm just gonna go ahead and bunker down, get my shields back. He can't be too far. I don't hear any buildings, so he must just be hanging out somewhere beneath me. It's hard to tell exactly where. But since I can't get an angle on him, I'm going to have to just kind of leave him be for now, because right now I'm more worried about the other guy who may have an angle on me while I'm trying to find John Wick. I really like the positioning that I have on this guy, but John Wick is going to come up again. And I'm starting to think this would be a good time for me to get flanked, and lo and behold, John Wick is already on it. I'm going to see if I can get a visual. He's starting to build his ramps. Alright, maybe he doesn't expect me. He did not expect me. He thought I'd be way too caught up. And he had a good idea, but you can't assume that some people are not paying attention, because the thing is, if you are, there's always tells in Fortnite that you're getting rushed up on, whether it be the footsteps, the building of materials. Maybe it's going to be a different sound, though, if they use a different material than you. So that's one of the things that really hardcore players are paying attention to, the sound of the materials that are being built. It's like you're using wood and you start hearing steel. Well, you better look around yourself. I decided to take refuge in my bigger fort. I thought it'd be a lot safer. Plus, now I have a couple of layers of protection in front of me. And that's pretty much going to wrap this up. So that's the end of this Fortnite episode. I know you guys that love Titanfall are waiting for the new episode. And you know what? I got something coming for you. So don't you guys worry. We are going to be picking this up probably in the next 2 days. Trying to be decently consistent with these videos. So if you guys enjoy it, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment. I love all the comments. You guys have been awesome lately. I get to read quite a few of them, so that's always really enjoyable. So keep that coming. I do enjoy all your fan letters, the people writing on Xbox. How do you guys do it? It seems to take forever. You guys are troopers. Again, thanks for joining me. Paper, cut to you, and I'll see you guys next time. You know what I like about this game? You don't even really need to be good. Just slightly better than the other guy.